Hello, this is Brian Purdy with the Florida Aviation Network. Today we're meeting with the representatives of the Bahamas and they're going to be talking about how it's great to go back to Bahamas flying-wise. Please introduce yourself and your title, please.
Hi, how you doing? My name is Ahmad Williams. I'm with the Bahamas Ministry of Tourism, Investment and Aviation, and I'm the Regional Manager for the Verticals Department.
Great. We talked a little bit before, and we've got a lot of stuff that Bahamas is doing here. Would you like to tell us a little bit about the different sponsorships and activities that the Bahamas is doing here at Sun and Fun?
Sure. So here at Sun and Fun this year, we are now the premier sponsor for the Island sponsorship. This is a newly activation that Sun and Fun is doing, and it's called the Island. So they only saw it fit to let the Bahamas take over and made it be to make it basically a sponsorship of the islands of the Bahamas. So we have a lot of branding around there. There's a lot of action and entertainment. They have a stage. They have a gift shops. They have restrooms. It's a Uber stop. They also have where the movie night is going to take place, where they show the new Top Gun and old Top Gun movies. We also had a John Canoe parade that took place yesterday at the island, which was a very good success. The John Canoe parade got a chance to go around the event on the carts and promote the islands of the Bahamas and promote basically the entertainment and music of our culture, what we do. And they had an opportunity to show each and every person at the Sun and Fun event yesterday about the John Canoe. We also had a Bahamas night where we hosted a cocktail reception for partners, aviators, enthusiasts, different vendors, media, and also our flying ambassadors. We also will be conducting a few interviews with the various media outlets. And we also have our officials in town, which will be our permanent secretary, Mr. Reginald Sanders, also our parliamentary secretary, which is John Pinder, Mr. Honorable John Pinder II. And those two will be meeting with the CEO, Mr. Gene Conrad, and all of the executives of Sun and Fun, and having an opportunity to discuss the partnership and ongoing future business for the Bahamas. We also have a booth at Hangar D, at booth D20 and D21, where we are promoting, flying and aviation to the Bahamas, showing persons how easy it is, providing them with the pilot guides and VFR charts to assist them in their planning process when it's time to come to fly to the Bahamas. And also one thing that was going to be to show how easy it is to fly to the Bahamas, we're going to be conducting a flyout from the Sun and Fun event that's going to go to Grand Bahama. They're going to leave on Sunday, April 2nd at 1:25 p.m. and they're going to arrive in Grand Bahama, and they're going to spend about 3 to 4 days there. And we're also going to have that live. So once the planes leave, we're going to have an announcement to show that these planes are going to leave and go to the Bahamas. In about 2 to 3 hours, you'll see these planes back in the Bahamas on a video live, showing how easy it was to leave from the Sun and Fun Lakeland event to be in the Bahamas. So that's basically what we're here to do, is to show pilots how easy it is to fly to the Bahamas. Instead of just talking about it, we're going to show them with the flyouts that come Sunday. So that's going to be a great initiative, and we hope a lot of persons. We have a lot of persons signed up this year, and we just would like persons to see how easy it is, so they can sign up next year and continue to come to the Sun and Fun event if they want to get to the Bahamas. It's basically only 50 nautical miles from the coast of Florida to the Bahamas. So if you're going to come to Sun and Fun, might not take a few extra days and come over to the Bahamas.
Yes. Sounds great. So that's great. I'm hoping we can do this as an ongoing event, as far as being able to, plan for, next year I'm going to have my flying car. I want to go ahead and take it with me to the Bahamas. So what would be involved with doing that? Is it a normal flight plan? What special activities do we need to do to be able to fly down to the Bahamas?
Okay, it's a typical process. A pilot would then file his flight plan, as they always do. They will also fill out the EAPIS, which is a system that we use in going to the Bahamas. Once they do that, they will fill out a C7A form. Once they fill out the C7A form, they're going to print 3 copies, and they're going to provide the customs with 1 copy, and they're going to keep one for themselves. So when it's time for them to island hop, they'll use that to show the customs that they've already cleared at the port of entry. First and foremost, you have to stop at a port of entry when you land in the Bahamas. You have to clear in the port of entry, and you have to depart from a port of entry. Now, it doesn't matter which port of entry that you cleared in when entering the Bahamas. You can leave from any other port of entry from the Bahamas, but you have to leave from that. But once you've already cleared customs, you're free to go throughout the Bahamas and island hop with your C7A form.
And there are runways on all the different islands to be able to do that?
Yes, we have about 30 government-owned airports and about 20 private airports. The government airports fees and taxes are the same for each one. Private airports have their own fees. So the landing fee, parking fees for all government airports would be the same, which is not a lot.
Okay, great. And then, as if you're spending a couple of days there, it's probably a good thing to work this out in advance so you can actually say, okay, I'm staying at this hotel and whatever. What kind of prior arrangements, time frame wise, would you need to do for making the lodging requirements or reservations?
Okay, well, it just takes one phone call. Just calling the resort or your accommodation of choice. Just calling ahead of time or emailing the reservations department, letting them know that you are seeking accommodations for whichever date that you choose to plan. And once you get confirmation, and you're good to go. In reference to that, it's not really hard in terms of getting accommodations. Yes, we have our busy seasons, what have you, so we advise persons, if you're planning a trip, try to plan ahead of time, which is going to be more beneficial for any person, because you're going to get better rates the earlier you get it done. All right, but for a private pilot, if they feel like they want to go this weekend, they can call the hotel and get accommodations and fly out. It's not really hard. It's an easy process. They can always go to Bahamas.com if they want to find more information on hotels, things to do, places to stay, places to eat, activities on island, or any cultural events that's taking place on the island. They can always go to Bahamas.com, which is a great source of information for any person that's looking to visit the islands of the Bahamas.
And I'm hoping that website would basically have all this information that we're talking about. Okay, this form, that form, having it readily available for download, printing, to make sure everything's ready.
Correct. For all of the aviation forms that you need, you can go to the private pilot page, private aviation page on Bahamas.com. And for just general information about the Bahamas, that's readily available right there on the website as well too. So we have the tabs there for you to go to the different sections of the website, whether it's boating, fishing, diving, aviation. You have that, whether it's romance or whatever, or if you're just a regular traveler. All of that information is on the website. The forms are downloadable, and if you need any more information whilst you're at the event, you can come to our booth, and we can help you out with that information as well too.
I think I've heard something about there being a fly-in in Bahamas. What kind of time frame is that going to be?
Okay, yes, we'll be having a Grand Bahama Air Show that's going to take place in Freeport, Grand Bahama, which is one of the nearest islands on the coast of Florida. We had a successful event in the past with the air show with the organizers, Air Boss, and thanks to the Welch family who are so kind enough to actually chose us and put this event, to help us put this event on. And it's going to take place May 2024, Memorial Weekend. And it's going to be consisted of cultural events, beach parties. It's going to be a student session where kids, about 50 kids, flying their private planes, 16-year-olds, and they're going to be able to put a Bahamian 16-year-old in the plane with them, which is going to be a very good addition to that, because it's going to inspire a lot of Bahamian students and Bahamian kids that, hey, here's a 16-year-old my age flying a plane. So that makes it possible, and it shows them that they are able to do it as well too. So you just want to show them the capabilities that they're able to reach inside the aviation market. But it's going to be a wonderful event. We're going to have just the same performers that's here at Sun and Fun. They're going to be performing right there over the beach, so you get to relax on the beach and watch aircrafts do tricks in the air. And they're going to have a night show as well too, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be over a few days over the weekend, so it's going to be a lot of things to do. a lot of things to see, and we think it's going to be a very good initiative, and we can't wait to do it. So we just thank Sun and Fun and thank the Waltz family, for really assisting and really assisting us in putting on this event.
So that's going to be Memorial Day weekend, May of 2024.
Correct.
So that's going to be a busy time. So if you're planning on going, you might want to start working your accommodations now.
Correct. Yes, we actually have a list of a few hotel and resorts where persons are going to be able to receive some discounted rates and beneficial from the actual air show, and we're going to have those listed on the website as well too, so you can come by the booth for more information, or as I said, you can go to bahamas.com.
So just keep an eye on the website of when everything is available to start saying, hey, I'd like to join in. Maybe even have their aircraft on display, depending on what they are.
Correct.
That sounds great. Like I said, maybe I'll have my flying car by then.
Yeah, bring it on. We accept those too.
Yep. Now, I guess, and I think I asked this question from one of your officials before. Since I have a flying car, what all would I need to be able to drive it on the roads in the Bahamas?
Well, you have a license?
Well, yeah, I'll have. Yeah.
Well, that's all you need.
Okay, a U.S. license, or do I need the international license?
We recognize the international license and U.S. license as well too. You're a visitor, so.
Okay, great. Yeah, because everybody wants to see a flying car.
Right?
Well, thank you very much for spending some time with us today. We look forward to stopping by your booth and exploring, and hopefully, do you know how many people are planning on doing the fly out with you on this trip?
Currently, we have about 12 planes registered. We're looking for more to come, and we actually have persons that's not leaving the event who will be joining us. So it's going to be a lot more planes that we expected.
Oh.
Yeah.
So is it going to be like one giant formation, or?
Yeah, we might do the flying V. You never know.
Yeah. That way nobody can get lost being off by themselves. Okay, great. Mr. Williams, thank you very much again for spending the time with us.
Thank you for having me.
And beautiful day here at Sun and Fun 2023. This is Brian Purdy with the Florida Aviation Network, live and in the clear. Have a great day.